Welcome to NR Pathshala. Today we will be discussing the poem Anveshane, means search, written by G.S. Shivarudrappa, Class 8 Tili Kannada. Kritikarara Parichaya, that is introduction to the poet. Rashtrakavi, Dr. G.S. Shivarudrappa. So he is Shivarudrappa who wrote this poem. Avaru 1926, that is 1926ರಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಶಿಕಾರಿಪುರ ತಾಲೂಕಿನ ಈಸೂರು ಎಂಬ ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸಿದರು. So he was born in Isuru Grama. So the place where he was born, that is called as Isuru, which is in Shikaripura Taluku, and Shikaripura Taluku is in Shivamogga. So in Shivamogga, in Isuru Grama, he was born. ಮೈಸೂರು, ಉಸ್ಮಾನಿಯಾ ಹಾಗೂ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರಾಗಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So he worked as a Kannada professor in Mysuru, Usmania and Bengaluru universities. So next they are talking about what and all he has written. ಇವರು ಕವಿಯಾಗಿ, as a poet, ವಿಮರ್ಶಕರಾಗಿ, as a critic, ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So he is famous as a poet and as a critic. ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ, ದೀಪದ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ, ಸಾಮಗಾನ, ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ, ಅನಾವರಣ, ಚೆಲುವು ಒಲವು, ಗೋಡೆ, ತೆರೆದ ದಾರಿ, ಮಾಸ್ಕೋದಲ್ಲಿ 22 ದಿನಗಳು, ಕಾವ್ಯಾರ್ಥ ಚಿಂತನ, ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂತಾದವು ಇವರ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಕೃತಿಗಳು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಕಾವ್ಯಾರ್ಥ ಚಿಂತನ ಕೃತಿಗೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಲಭಿಸಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಕಾವ್ಯಾರ್ಥ ಚಿಂತನ ವರ್ಕ್ he got the award which is called as ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ. ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ means award. ಜೊತೆಗೆ he received many more awards, that is ಪಂಪ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ he got, ನೃಪತುಂಗ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕವಿ ಬಿರುದನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. He also got the title as ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಕವಿ. ಇವರು 1992ರಲ್ಲಿ ದಾವಣಗೆರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ 61ನೆಯ, that is 61, ಅಖಿಲ ಭಾರತ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಆಗಿದ್ದರು. ಸೊ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಚೇರ್ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಖಿಲ ಭಾರತ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ, which was 61th ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ in 1992. He was a chairperson. ಇವರು 2013ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಧನರಾದರು. So he expired in the year 2013. ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ, that is currently, ಅನ್ವೇಷಣ ಕವಿತೆಯನ್ನು, that is currently the ಅನ್ವೇಷಣ poem which we will be discussing. This poem is taken from ಗೋಡೆ. ಗೋಡೆ ಕವನ ಸಂಕಲನ. ಕವನ ಸಂಕಲನ means a collection of poem. So from there ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ, means it is taken from ಗೋಡೆ. This you should remember. So this ಅನ್ವೇಷಣ poem is picked from a collection of poems called as ಗೋಡೆ. ಪಾಠ ಪ್ರವೇಶ, that is introduction. ನಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕು ಸುಂದರವಾದದ್ದು, means ಬದುಕು, life, ಸುಂದರವಾದದ್ದು. Our life is beautiful. ಸಂತೋಷವಾದದ್ದು, it is happy. ನಾವ್ಯಾರು ಇದನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸುವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. We don't pay attention to all these things. How beautiful our life is, how happy our life is. We do not pay attention to all these things. ಸುಖ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ಕಷ್ಟ ಪರಿಹಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಯಾರನ್ನೋ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಸುಖ ಸಂತೋಷಕ್ಕಾಗಿ, ಫಾರ್ ಅವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಪರಿಹಾರ, that is a solution for our difficulties. What do? We keep asking others. ಯಾರನ್ನೋ ಕೇಳುತ್ತೇವೆ. So for happiness, we ask others. We depend on others. For the solutions of our problems also, we go to others. ದೇವರನ್ನು ಬೇಡುತ್ತೇವೆ. We go to God also and we ask Him. So why do we go to temple? Most of us go to worship place only to ask God, give me this, give me that, do this thing for me, do that thing for me. So that is why ದೇವರನ್ನು ಬೇಡುತ್ತೇವೆ. We pray to God. ಏನನ್ನೋ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅಥವಾ ಬಲಿ ನೀಡಿ ಸುಖಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹುಡುಕುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಏನನ್ನೋ ಕೊಟ್ಟು, we give something to get back happiness. ಅಥವಾ or ಬಲಿ ನೀಡಿ, we sacrifice things. For what? Happiness. ಸುಖಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಹುಡುಕಾಡುತ್ತೇವೆ. So in search of happiness we do all these things. ಸುಖದ ಮೂಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಎಂಬುದು ಚರ್ಚಿಸಿರಿ. So now the poet is saying, ಸುಖದ ಮೂಲ, what is the source of happiness? Discuss that. ಚರ್ಚಿಸಿರಿ is discuss. ಬೆಲ್ಲದ ರುಚಿ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? ಬೆಲ್ಲ means what? Jaggery. So if I ask you, how is the taste of jaggery? ಎಂದರೆ ಸಿಹಿ ಇದೆ. It is sweet. ಸಿಹಿ means sweet. It is sweet. ಎನ್ನುತ್ತೀರಿ. So you will tell that jaggery is sweet. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು? How did you know that jaggery is sweet? ಎಂಬ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ, for this question, what will you answer? You will say, ನಾನೇ ತಿಂದೆ, ರುಚಿ ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳುವಿರಿ. So you will say that I ate it. I experienced the taste of it. Means you will say, ನಾನೇ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಂದಂತೆ, like how we tasted the jaggery, ರುಚಿ ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದಂತೆ, how we experienced the sweetness of the jaggery, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಷ್ಟ ಸುಖಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವೇ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರರು. ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರ means responsible. So we are responsible for our own difficulties and for our own happiness. We are only responsible. ಅದರ ಮೂಲ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿದೆ. So the source of both difficulty and happiness is within us. We are the source for all these things. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. So this we only should make it right. Instead of running to the God or running to other people in search of happiness and finding solution for our difficulties, we should sit back and think why we are having that and find the source of all these things, and we only should find a solution for it. ನಾವೇ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. We should make it right. ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅತಿ ಅಭಿಮಾನವಿದೆ, ಗರ್ವ ಇದೆ. So now they are saying, for us we are having a lot of arrogance and ego we are having. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸರಿ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಎಂಬ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಇದೆ. So how do? We are having a lot of ego within us. And when ego is there, what do? We say that ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸರಿ, what I told only is correct. Means we don't listen to others. Whatever the other says, we don't listen at all. We say no, what I am saying only is correct. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ. What I do or what I did only is the best. ಎಂಬ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಇದೆ. Means ಕಲ್ಪನೆ means imagination. So we think that we are only right. What we do only is the best. And we don't look into what others are doing, or we don't appreciate what others are doing, nor we listen to what they are saying. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ because of this, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರೊಡನೆ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಂಡು ಬದುಕದೆ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡುತ್ತೇವೆ. So because of this, what do? We ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರೊಡನೆ, with others, we do not share. ಹಂಚಿಕೊಂಡು, we don't share anything. ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಂಡು, we cannot mingle with others. We cannot adjust with others. ಬದುಕುವುದೇ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡುತ್ತೇವೆ. To live only we find it very difficult. So here the poet is saying, because of the ego, what do? We are not open to others. We do not share our sorrows or difficulties. We do not share our happiness. All this we do, and because of that we keep it all within ourselves and think we are only correct, and we cannot talk with others also because we don't listen to others. So we find it very difficult to mingle with others. So hondikondu, hanchikondu. So what happens? Our life becomes very difficult. Means we become very lonely. We become very alone over here. So that is why life becomes very difficult. And this will create many more problems. So more difficult it's going to be. Dukkha anubhavisutteve. We become sad because of that. ಆದುದರಿಂದ ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕೆನ್ನುವುದೇ ಕವಿಯ ಆಶಯ. So now the kavi, that is the poet's main reason for the poem. What he's trying to say in the poem is, you should adjust and go. ಹೊಂದಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕೆನ್ನುವುದೇ ಕವಿಯ ಆಶಯ. So the whole poem is about this only. Don't have ego, be humble and listen to others, share with others, adjust with everybody, mingle with everybody and live happily. First para. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹುಡುಕಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲದ ದೇವರ ಕಲ್ಲು ಮಣ್ಣುಗಳ ಗುಡಿಯೊಳಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುವ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸ್ನೇಹಗಳ ಗುರುತಿಸದಾದೆವು ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹುಡುಕಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲದ ದೇವರ ಕಲ್ಲು ಮಣ್ಣುಗಳ ಗುಡಿಯೊಳಗೆ. So the poet is saying that he searched God. Ello hudikide, where and all he went searching for the God. Illada devara, the God which is not there in kallu mannugala gudiyolage. Gudi means temple. Temple is built up of stone and mud. Kallu means stone. Mannu means mud. So Gudi, that is the temple, is built over here, and in that temple God is there. So he went searching for God in all the temples and he didn't find God over there. So here, illada devara means not that God is not there, but devaru means when God, when we say we think about God or when we hear God, what comes to our mind? We have one image of a God. And mostly God, we think that God is only in the temple. That's the problem. We think that God is only in the temple. And why we go to the temple? For peace, for happiness and all that. Right? Basically we go to ask God, give me peace, give me happiness, give me money, etc. So we have an image of that God. But we forget that God is not only in the temple, it is everywhere. So he says in the second line, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುವ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸ್ನೇಹಗಳ ಗುರುತಿಸದಾದೆವು ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುವ means here only. It is there. Preeti and Sneha. Preeti means love. Sneha means friendship. Gurutisadaadevu nammolage. So within us only we are having love and friendship. And this is God is in the form of love and friendship within us. And we are not able to see that. We are not able to identify that. So yello hudukide illada devara. Here the poet is saying, why are you searching God everywhere else when God is within you in the form of love and affection? So naturally when we show love, affection to others, we get it back, and that makes us happy, makes everybody happy. So we get that peace and happiness and love, everything we get. ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಂದನ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಬಂಧನ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ. ಒಳಗಿನ ತಿಳಿಯನು ಕಳಕದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಮೃತದ ಸವಿ ಇದೆ ನಾಲಿಗೆಗೆ. So ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಂದನ? Nandana means park, but here it means joy, happiness. ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಬಂಧನ? Bandhana is a prison. Where is the joy? Where is the happiness? Where is the prison? ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ. All this is within us only. So happiness is within us. Prison also is within us. So what does he mean? When we are happy, we make others happy. We can make others happy also. So when everybody is happy around, then the environment is joyful. Yellide bandhana. Bandhana is prison. Means prison also is within us. We are also bound to many things. We are also bound to difficulties and problems. We are bound to them. So that is also within us. All means happiness and sadness and difficulties. Everything is within us only. ಒಳಗಿನ ತಿಳಿಯನ್ನು ಕಲಕದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಮೃತದ ಸವಿ ಇದೆ ನಾಲಿಗೆಗೆ. ಸೊ ಒಳಗಿನ ತಿಳಿಯನ್ನು, tili means clarity. So ಒಳಗೆ means inside us there is clarity, means to say we also have good and bad. So the goodness within us, what is there? ಕಲಕದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಕಲಕುವುದು means disturb or stirring up and disturbing. ಇದ್ದರೆ, if we do not disturb that goodness within us, ಅಮೃತದ ಸವಿ ಇದೆ ನಾಲಿಗೆಗೆ. So the tongue can taste the sweetness. So ಒಳಗಿನ ತಿಳಿಯನ್ನು means here the poet is saying that now for example, if the parents or your friends give you a gift, it may be even a small gift, okay, and you take it very happily from them and say thank you, I'm so happy you gave me. That makes you happy, makes your parents happy or your friends happy, right? So it is a happy, joyful environment around you. You're creating it. At the same time, there is bandhana also, means negativity is also there, hardship also is there. So same gift when your parents gave or your friends gave, if you say, oh no, you bought such a small gift, I didn't want this one, I wanted a better one, I was thinking about this, you should have bought a bigger one. If we say like that, if we react that way, what will happen? You are unhappy with the gift. At the same time, you make the person also unhappy who bought that with lot of love and gave you. So this is one simple example. So here, Nandana, the joyfulness, happiness, at the same time, the prison of sadness and difficulty. All this is there within us only, means we are only creating all these things. ಒಳಗಿನ ತಿಳಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳಕದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಮೃತದ ಸವಿ ಇದೆ ನಾಲಿಗೆಗೆ. So if we don't stir up, or if we are thinking, sometimes we do too much of overthinking. So much overthinking we do that we disturb our mind. Or for small things we get angry and scolding and all that we do, we disturb our mind. So when it is like, as we think, so we behave, so we talk. So how your mind is, so your words are. So if you keep your mind clean, ಒಳಗಿನ tili, the clarity within you, if you keep it very clean, then what happens? Even your words are very sweet to others. So same thing, if you disturb your mind by overthinking, by anger or ego and all that, if you disturb your mind, then what happens? When you speak also, it is going to be very bad. Others will not like what they hear from you. So they say, no, maatu muttantirabeku, means words should be like pearls. So amritada savi ide naligege. So if you do not disturb the goodness within you, then what will happen? Your tongue will taste the sweetness of amrita, that is the nectar. ಹತ್ತಿರವಿದ್ದರೂ ದೂರ ನಿಲ್ಲುವೆವು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಹಮ್ಮಿನ ಕೋಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟವೋ ಹೊಂದಿಕೆ ಎಂಬುದು 4 ದಿನದ ಈ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹತ್ತಿರವಿದ್ದು, being near, ದೂರ ನಿಲ್ಲುವೆವು, we stay far away. Why do we do that? ನಮ್ಮ ಅಹಮ್ಮಿನ ಕೋಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. So aham is ego. So we have formed one fort around us because of the ego. So when we have ego problem, arrogance problem, I told no, we do not listen to others. We think we only are correct. What I did only is best. If we do all that, what happens? Nobody is going to be with us. We cannot talk with others, right? We cannot laugh with others. We cannot be happy with others. We keep ourselves aloof. We keep ourselves away. So even if people are there around us, friends are there around us, or family is there around us, still we will be alone. So hattiraviddaru, even though we are near everybody, dura nilluvevu, we stay far away. So physically if we are there also, mentally we are very far away from everybody. Why is that? Namma ahammina koteyalli. So we have, because we have built the fort of ego around us, even though we are between people, we are always alone. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟವೋ ಹೊಂದಿಕೆ ಎಂಬುದು 4 ದಿನದ ಈ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ. So 4 ದಿನದ ಬದುಕು means not 4 days life. It means to say our life is very short. So in this short life, how difficult it is. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟವೋ ಹೊಂದಿಕೆ ಎಂಬುದು. In this short life, how difficult it is to adjust with people, to mingle with people, to laugh with people, to open up with others. Why we need this ego around us and keep everybody away from us. So that is what the poet is saying. So ಹತ್ತಿರವಿದ್ದರೂ ದೂರ ನಿಲ್ಲುವೆವು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಹಮಿನ ಕೋಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟವೋ ಹೊಂದಿಕೆ ಎಂಬುದು 4 ದಿನದ ಈ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ. So ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟವೋ ಹೊಂದಿಕೆ ಎಂಬುದು, how difficult it is for us to compromise, to adjust with others and live happily. Thank you.